We are here, Ravens fans, Orioles fans. Thank you for joining us here on the Ravery Sports Podcast, special instant reaction edition to the Ravens' fifth loss of the season here on the Ravery Sports Podcast. So thank you for joining us here. A lot of you on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch. Thank you very much for joining us. Let me be the very last this weekend, now that the weekend's over, just about to say happy Thanksgiving. Find one reason to be thankful. We can't be thankful for a Ravens victory or a Terps victory this weekend, but we can be thankful for all the things we have in the rest of our lives. So let me be the last to say that to you. All right. So let me be the first to talk about the game today that we just had. We all just saw it, 24-19. The second time in Lamar Jackson's career in the regular season, he's lost to the NFC. So this was the first time he's lost this season. Ravens now get their fifth loss of the season. Here go to 8-5 the rest of the way. Still, it shouldn't impact them too much in terms of playoff position as well. Going another game behind Pittsburgh when you just picked up a game. So that's not good, obviously. But this was could have won this one today. Only lost by 5 points. It was. This was a real heavyweight fight. I guess it was kind of the best analogy I could think about it. Like, this wasn't Jake Paul and Mike Tyson past his prime. This was Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier in his prime. Tyson in his prime versus Holyfield. These were two titans going at it as well. I don't think either side played that bad. It just felt like there was a lot of jabbing going on, a lot of conservativeness going on, and then the best team won. I think the Eagles are the better team, won today. I think first time in a while Ravens weren't the better team on the field as well. Real quick, Genesis Notary Services /Facebook.com. If you live in the Shenandoah Valley area, you can get Genesis Notary Services. If you want a notary in the Shenandoah Valley area, we will stamp your documents with care. We'll be happy to do it. C. Charles Harris, we are LegalShield.com. If you need a lawyer, you can definitely call it 24 hours a day. Definitely, it's an option for you as well. If you want to speak to a lawyer, you have them there, especially if you have an emergency. The law firm is absolutely there for you. RaverySports.company.site. I got my Lamar jersey on today, even in a loss. Definitely, you can get jerseys like these on our website, RaverySports.company.site. Building an app right now to go ahead. And so for those of you on the iPhone and the app, for you iPhone people, you can go on there on the app and get it. All right. So let's get the elephant out of the room. It's over with Tucker. I mean, 3 misses today. I hate even talking about this because we all love Justin Tucker. Here's how you know it's bad with Tucker. Even my wife didn't have confidence in him today. Had no confidence in Tucker. I was standing up like when Tucker was going to kick that third miss field goal. I was in baseball, like how you cheer a guy on, he's struggling or whatever. And my wife was like, "No, he gonna miss that." He had no Sure enough, he misses the field goal. It proves her right. That's just I don't know what to say at this point. I don't think he can stay on the roster much longer like this. This is 10 misses. A tremendous respect for everything he's done, but this isn't going to work. These were just shanks today. There was no other reason. I mean, they were just shanks. Bad. So he's at 10 this season. He's never had this many. We still have, I think, several games left. He's never missed more than 7. Even that year when he missed 7, they were like super long. All of them like 50, way over 50 yards. All the misses. So Tucker, unfortunately, I mean, as great as he's been, I think it's over. I don't think there's anything at this point. We'll see if he stays. I mean, I didn't watch the presser. I can't imagine that they had a lot of confidence in Tucker anymore as well. I hate to even say that because he's such a great Raven as well. Andrews is still an all-pro tight end. He was terrific, I thought, today. I thought the catch in the end zone in the second quarter was fantastic. There was 3 Eagles around him, high pointing the ball. Lamar's been doing that a lot with Likely and Andrews in the end zone where they're catching the football high pointed, like going because they're so tall. Got a lot of confidence in them. They needed it, man. They really struggled throwing the ball against the Eagles defense. They were playing a lot of zone. They were. I would say this about the Eagles defense. They understand how to play Lamar Jackson because they have Jalen Hurts on their team. So it wasn't like when a lot of times we've said this a couple times. NFC really doesn't know how to see Lamar Jackson, but they kind of see a guy not like Lamar Jackson exactly, but a Jalen Hurts. They have a similar thing going. So they were kind of sure how to play it. Outstanding catch in traffic, I thought it was. Touchdown for the first half. Rashard Bateman wasn't targeted with the injury. Didn't have any targets before the injury. Nelson Aguilar and Deontay Johnson very quiet. Look, it's been Flowers and Andrews, or likely. The other receivers haven't done much in this one at all. I think it certainly would have been open for him, but definitely not much today from the other receivers as well. Not good by the Ravens offense today overall. Ravens defense held the focus, trying to stop Saquon Barkley. That was the correct thing to try and stop Saquon. Defensive line, I think, had a good day. He did wind up with 100 yards. That was a lot in the second half. He had that big run that kind of got it. But I think they did. That's what you're going to do if you're going to play the Eagles. You're going to do everything you can to stop Saquon. I think it could have been worse. I think they did the right thing. They swarmed Saquon, which was the right thing. They got a bit of a break because Devontae Smith didn't play in this game. They were swarming AJ Brown. AJ Brown had an okay day, but I think the defense overall did a decent enough job against a really good offense as well today. So I think not really on the defense as well. Offense, not quite as good today. The Eagles tush push. We know this. Exactly what they call. I don't know why nobody can stop it. Period. They just get it whenever they want it. I mean, they run it and they extend drives, getting that third down. Even if it's on third down or fourth down, they're running like 2 times in a row. Nobody else, even now without the great Jason Kelsey retired, they still having no problem running the tush push, running the ball. Ravens had a hard time stopping it. Ravens also in contrast to that play not being able to stop it, big difference in the game. They couldn't get third and fourth down. Saw a lot of ones really hemmed and hard. One time, third and long, going to Justice Hill short, going to Likely short, going not great on third down, fourth down. Had a fourth down attempt today, didn't get it in their own territory. Got it. Just the little death by 1,000 cuts today. Didn't really get the job done as far as that stuff goes. Because they didn't execute as well as the Eagles did. I think this is a different game in the sense of this is the first time I think that they played a team better than they were. Usually they lose games and because they kind of do things to themselves, penalties, turnovers, things like that. In a way, this was more concerning because I don't think they were the better football team. I don't think they had a lot of stupid stuff today. I mean, Henry didn't get 20 carries. He had like 19. So they stuck to the formula. They really didn't have, they had some fumbles, but they actually recovered them. So it didn't hurt you as bad as they thought. Tucker with the field goals, obviously, I think that was huge. That was missed. But it was more, they just got outplayed. The Eagles, they really had trouble getting the run game, really that overpowering run game going. As well. They had trouble with that. Lamar, decent. Henry, kind of decent, but they really couldn't get their mojo going. And the Eagles did just enough. The mistakes, the little bit of errors, the things like that, where the Eagles were able to push past it and get 5 points over the Ravens. So, and the Eagles are used to seeing an offense like that because their quarterback, Jalen Hurts, is very somewhat similarities to Lamar Jackson. Not quite a Lamar Jackson, but similar to that. As well. So what happens? I can't wait to see the presser and see what he has to say about Tucker. I think that's the elephant in the room. Let's see if he stays a Raven. The Ravens have a bye week, so there's no instant reaction. Next week, the Ravens will have a bye. We're going to do this again after the Giants game, but we will have our regular podcast this week on the Ravery Sports Podcast channel, on the Driving to the Top Productions channel as well. So definitely go ahead and check that out as well. So we lost 24-19. Eagles close win over the Ravens as well. Hopefully we'll see him again in the Super Bowl if we get another shot at playing the Eagles as well. Two teams very closely matched, didn't go our way today. All right, thank you very much for joining us for the Ravery Sports Podcast. Enjoy the rest of your day.